not friends.
I'm aware. We're allies of convenience.
In a shocking and unforgettable SmackDown backstage segment, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss unleashed their dominance on Sol Ruca and Zaria, leaving the WWE Universe stunned. The segment was a perfect combination of high drama, physical intensity, and psychological storytelling, highlighting the ruthless nature of two of WWE's top female superstars while further elevating the emerging talents of Ruca and Zaria. Fans and insiders alike were left talking about the moment long after it aired, speculating on the fallout and the implications for future rivalries. The backdrop: rising tensions in WWE's women's division. The segment was the culmination of weeks of storyline development. Charlotte Flair, often regarded as the queen of WWE, has consistently proven why she is one of the most dominant female athletes in the company. With multiple championships under her belt, Flair's blend of technical mastery, athleticism, and psychological intimidation makes her an unstoppable force. Alexa Bliss, a master of mind games and strategic aggression, has been equally influential. Known for her ability to control matches both physically and mentally, Bliss has carved out a reputation as one of WWE's most cunning competitors. Sol Ruca and Zaria, on the other hand, represent the next generation of WWE talent, talented, determined, and eager to make their mark. Both women have been making waves in the women's division, challenging veterans and proving themselves as capable athletes with high potential. The tension leading into the segment was palpable. Earlier SmackDown promos and in-ring confrontations hinted at an inevitable clash, with Flair and Bliss asserting their dominance and Ruca and Zaria refusing to back down. Fans had been eagerly anticipating the moment where these two forces would collide, and the backstage segment delivered on every level. The segment: Chaos Backstage. The segment began with Flair and Bliss walking confidently through the SmackDown backstage area. Cameras captured every detail: Flair's commanding presence, her confident stride, and the unmistakable intensity in her eyes. Bliss's mischievous smirk, signaling that a calculated plan was about to unfold. Sol Ruca and Zaria were caught by surprise when the two WWE veterans cornered them near the equipment area. Flair and Bliss began with verbal taunts, questioning the abilities, teamwork, and courage of the younger competitors. Their words were sharp, deliberate, and cutting, designed to provoke an emotional response. Charlotte Flair: "You think you belong here? This isn't a game. This is SmackDown, and queens don't make room for amateurs." Alexa Bliss: "You're cute, you're ambitious, but ambition alone won't save you." "Step aside before you get crushed." Ruca and Zaria, refusing to be intimidated, attempted to stand their ground, engaging in verbal sparring and demonstrating the courage that has endeared them to fans. Their defiance, however, only seemed to fuel Flair and Bliss's aggression. The physical domination: Flair and Bliss strike. As the confrontation escalated, Flair and Bliss moved from psychological intimidation to physical dominance. Charlotte delivered a precise and punishing Flair-esque chop and knee strike, demonstrating why she is considered one of the most technically sound competitors in WWE history. Bliss followed with a series of rapid strikes and a signature Twisted Bliss-inspired move, combining agility and strategy to overpower Zaria. Sol Ruca tried to fight back, using quick strikes and evasive maneuvers, but the experience and coordination of Flair and Bliss proved overwhelming. The segment showcased not just physical power, but the psychology of veteran competitors teaching a lesson, a storytelling device often used to elevate younger talent by putting them in high-stakes situations against established stars. The cameras captured every reaction: Ruca's frustration and determination, Zaria's resilience despite being overpowered, and the smug satisfaction of Flair and Bliss as they maintained control. The physicality was intense yet controlled, emphasizing realism while protecting the performer's safety. Psychological tactics: mind games at play. One of the defining moments of the segment was the psychological element Flair and Bliss brought to the encounter. While physically dominating Ruca and Zaria, they also employed verbal taunts, intimidating glares, and body language designed to break the spirits of their opponents. Flair's commanding stare, paired with Bliss's playful yet sinister commentary, highlighted the difference between seasoned superstars and rising talent. This segment wasn't just about athletic dominance. It was a showcase of strategy, intimidation, and storytelling, reinforcing why both Flair and Bliss have been mainstays at the top of the women's division for years. Backstage reactions. The WWE locker room buzz. Backstage, the segment immediately generated excitement and discussion among WWE talent and producers. Insider reports indicated that performers praised the chemistry between Flair, Bliss, Ruca, and Zaria, noting that the younger competitors held their own despite being overpowered. One WWE insider shared, "What Charlotte and Alexa did to Ruca and Zaria was textbook storytelling. The veterans put the rookies in a high-pressure situation and made them look resilient while still asserting dominance. That's how you elevate talent in WWE." Fans and analysts also noted that the segment effectively positioned Ruca and Zaria as credible challengers for future storylines, creating intrigue and anticipation for potential rematches or in-ring confrontations on SmackDown and pay-per-view events. Fan reaction, social media buzz. The WWE Universe immediately reacted to the segment on social media. Clips of Flair and Bliss's attacks, the verbal sparring, and the intense reactions of Ruca and Zaria went viral within minutes. Fans shared thoughts like, "Charlotte and Alexa just reminded everyone why they're at the top." "Ruca and Zaria showed heart, but those veterans are merciless." "Backstage segments like this are why SmackDown keeps me watching. Tension, storytelling, and action all in one." Trending hashtags included hashtag Charlotte Flair, hashtag Alexa Bliss, hashtag SmackDown Dominance, and hashtag Ruca vs. Flair, highlighting the excitement and engagement generated by the segment. Implications for future storylines. The segment sets up multiple compelling storylines within WWE. Flair and Bliss versus Ruca and Zaria rematch. The confrontation naturally leads to a potential in-ring showdown, possibly at the next major SmackDown episode or a pay-per-view event. Mentorship versus rivalry. While Ruca and Zaria were overpowered, their resilience suggests they may continue to rise, possibly challenging Flair and Bliss's dominance in creative ways. Tag team or faction dynamics. Flair and Bliss could form an alliance against other women's division competitors, while Ruca and Zaria might recruit allies to challenge the veterans. These possibilities ensure weeks of high-stakes drama, athletic competition, and engaging storytelling for the WWE audience.